tell me, bro, what you been up to, bro?
Man, been busy, bro, with everything really traditional. I've got two flips right now. I'm looking for another two. You know, traditional clients have been going crazy, dude.
What do you mean by that?
Well, just they're buyers. They're active. They're looking for properties, man. And my team is so big. I got to jump in the field and kind of take over every once in a while. So, been taking care of that. Obviously got two kids. So dealing with that too. But yeah, just been busy, bro. Just been filling my pipeline and trying to get to the point where I can delegate everything retail and just focus 100% on just flips, bro. That's the ultimate goal right now. Yep.
Okay. So you like your like your dream goal would be like to only do flips, and whatever deals you get, just like refer them out to your team.
Yeah. So I do pay for ads, right? I do pay for leads.
For traditional?
Yes, for retail, and it's worked out great. I've been doing it for about 3 years now, and it's a matter of just converting them, and then I pass them on to my team. They'll go out, they'll go do the showings, but it's gotten to the point where it's just a little overwhelming to where I have to jump in, go do some showings myself, or I have a particular client that only wants to see me, and that's it, and so I'm on the field. So eventually is get that running, have it going on autopilot. That's another source of income, and that's paid me very well over the course of the last 2 years. Get that going on autopilot, and just focus on finding deals and also buying deals. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean, bro. I remember when I was an agent, bro, that was like keeping me up really nice.
Oh, yeah.
And then I decided to like stop doing it cold turkey. Bro, I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it big time because those commissions, man, they're pretty decent,
Yeah.
and they're easy to get. Like once like you kind of know what you're doing. It's like you show a couple homes, get them a contract, throw them to the TC.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, and that's it. Inspection, that's it, man. But honestly, dude, last year with the interest rate back in June, dude, I probably lost like 5-6 deals that I had in contract with my investors.
Okay.
And my investors were like, I'm out. Like cold turkey, I'm out. So I had to make a drastic change in my business. And luckily I already had a pipeline built out, for retail buyers. And just everything just fell into place, man. Retail buyers were, I'm ready to go. Hey, I'm pre-approved. Hey, this. And, so I shifted over to that while I'm still working with my investors, still keeping the relationship strong. And, that kind of carried me through. I did no flips. I was kind of, it was a little shaky time, man. And, started getting back into it, I'd say December, January.
Yeah.
Finding more deals, starting to look at, what the next flip is going to be, so yeah.
And one thing I didn't write it down, but I'm glad I remember right now.
Yeah, what's up?
Because I asked Title for a list because I was gonna start marketing to realtors, which I never did.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got the list, and they're like, I can only see the top realtors.
Okay.
I was like, okay, dude, you were on there.
Really?
What's up with that?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're like, I think they sent me the top 10%.
Okay.
So that's like 2,000 agents.
Yep.
And I think you were in the top, I think like 200, 300.
You know what, man? They just came out with this ranking. I was ranked, I want to say like 178.
No, yeah, no, I think that's where you were at. Like you were super high up there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I've been doing okay for myself, bro. I've been doing okay.
Like that, bro.
Yeah. I've been doing okay for myself, man. I think a big part of my business, obviously my investors, and then, retail started picking up a lot. Like, I mean, a lot, man. I'm getting referrals left and right. Then I still have investors that are active, till this day. And then plus whatever I do, that all kind of contributes to my numbers,
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Now
Dude, I was shocked myself. man.
I was looking at that list and I knew a lot of the people on there, man. I was surprised. I was like,
Yeah.
I think I know these people. Like I
Yeah.
didn't think I was gonna know anyone on there.
Dude, I remember your VA called me.
Oh, Antonio?
Yeah. I remember your VA called me. When I heard his voice, I'm like, oh, come on. And then he said Sergio Vega. So then I was just like, oh, okay, you know. And I entertained. Dude, he did pretty well.
Could you tell he's a VA?
For a second, I did. For a second,
Just because of his inexperience? Oh, the accent?
Just because of the accent. And then, you know, after a little while, well, really what caught my attention was he says, hey, you know, I work with Sergio Vega. So I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Right? And then
He's pretty good, man. He actually grew up in Baltimore.
really?
So he's like
Okay.
he's like an American dude. I'm surprised you picked up an accent. He's like
mean,
Mexican American.
Dude, there was no point in time where he was just quiet. There was no stuttering. There was no nothing. Wow. So I think he did pretty well. I think I texted you right after that, like, hey man, he did pretty good.
You know what I think probably threw it off is because we still don't have him Las Vegas phone number. He called you from a Mexico phone number.
That's what it was.
And that's what tipped you off.
That's what it was.
If it wasn't for that, I think you wouldn't have known. Because he sounds just like me. Like I have a Mexican accent, but more American.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that.
All right, Antonio, we got to get you a Las Vegas phone number. I know we've been talking about it, but we got to do it now for sure.
But he did good though, so I'll give him that, man.
No, dude, he's amazing, man. I remember when I met him, he hit me up on Facebook.
Okay.
He's like, hey, you need cold callers? And I always have people hit me up like that. And for some reason, I was like, whatever, let's hop on a Zoom.
Okay.
And then when I heard him and I talked to him, I was like, I don't need any cold callers, but I need you on my team. Like, I don't care. I don't care what you do. Like, I need you on my team. Like, I recognize his talent.
Yeah.
Sharp guy. Like, you know, listens well to like instructions, and he's a go getter. He's pretty young. I think he's like 19.
Oh wow.
And
he's hungry.
He's hungry, and he's American to me. You know, I've worked with VAs before, and it's totally different. Like, they don't have that mindset. You know, like kind of the go getter stuff. Like, all right, I'm gonna figure it out, and he does.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and my business partner, you know him, Jacob.
Yeah.
Anderson. We've got a couple of VAs that are working for us right now. You know, doing some cold calling for us. You know, we're trying to jump into more off market stuff. You know, so I know how it is, bro. But he's good. That guy's really good. Your guy.
Yeah. Well, what about your guy Jacob, bro? That guy's a beast.
He's killing it, bro. I mean, this guy. I mean, he sells anything. You know, this guy sells anything, man. You know, I'll take it back to about 3 years. I met this guy. We had some lunch at a Subway, and he's like, "Join my team," or, you know, "Why don't you come work with me?" I was at a different brokerage. He was at his brokerage, and one day I showed up at the office, man, and, you know, he put me on game with finding deals and, you know, doing all that, man. I mean, he's a beast, bro.
Dude, I see him. He's like calling like nonstop for days. I'm just like, bro, how do you do it?
Yeah. No, man, he's quick. He moves fast, bro. It's you know, he knows who to reach out to. He knows what property this person likes, and that's who he. And then once he pins you down, bro, he's gonna sell you on why you need to buy that property.
That's what he did to me. That's what he did to me. He's like, bro, do you see the vision? I was like, I see the vision, bro.
That's his question. Oh, you don't have a vision, bro.
That's what he told me. That's what he told me. But I knew I saw it right away. No, I was like, dude, no, I see it, bro. I see it. He's like, other people didn't want it. They didn't see the vision. I was like, no, bro, I see. I was like, when can you let me know? I want to lock this up like right now. He's like, it's yours. I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
So I was pretty happy about. I like working with him for sure. Like,
yeah, man. That's my boy, man. That's my business partner.
That's cool.
Yep.
Dang, business partners. I'm not sure how I feel about business partners, man. I have my parents as business partners, but they're more like my employees.
Okay.
You know, it's different having a business partner.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they're business partners like on paper.
Okay.
Like, just for their sake, you know, I love my parents and want to take care of them. And I've considered like bringing on other business partners. Mm-hmm. Like, what would you say like about that? Like about bringing on business partners?
I mean, I feel that's the best way to grow, man. I mean, you can't do everything yourself, you know. I mean, if you look at some of the most successful people, they bring on business partners. For example, if you got the capital and you know someone that knows how to run a restaurant, and they ran this top restaurant in Las Vegas for X amount of years, I mean, you give the guy the money, you give him the system, and you give him the restaurant, and he's going to kill it. And then you can allocate that money elsewhere. Let's say a tax business, somewhere else. I mean, it just depends. I think that you have to be careful, who you choose as a business partner, and just make sure that, motives, all that aligns, man. Because if you're the one putting in all the work and they're the ones that are just kicking back, enjoying the free ride, then that's not considered a business partner, bro. Yeah. But I think like, for example, you have a crew to do all your remodels, right? Of
course, yeah.
Technically, I mean, I consider that guy is your business partner because he works on all your remodels. You guys see eye to eye. He knows what you pay. You know what you pay him, and all that's already been, outlined. And I think it would be considered your business partner.
Well, I mean, I see what you're saying, but like for me, that's more like an employee.
Okay.
Or like what I call a vendor, like a vendor.
Sure.
Like, for example, the realtors that work on my team, I consider them vendors. I don't really consider them like employees, and I do have employees, but like a business partner, I see like a equity split. They can see the bank, they can see the cash,
True. Yes.
they're making those kinds of decisions.
Absolutely.
And I think in my head, like, I could just hire like an employee or a vendor, like, like why take it to like the business partnership side?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think employee vendors are easily replaceable. Mm-hmm. You can replace them with just anybody.
Right.
Business partner, for example, your contractor. I mean, if this guy walked off on you today, I mean, are you going to be able to find someone like him tomorrow?
Yeah, of course.
Probably not.
No, I probably.
You might. Probably not. I mean, I don't know, bro. I have a guy that I work with, and I have a lot of trust in him, and it's not an equity thing, but it's more of we see eye to eye, and we know the expectation on his end and then on my end, and no word spoken. You just get the job done, and that's it.
Interesting.
That's just the way I see it, bro. Dang.
For sure. Well, dang, dude, I didn't think we were gonna get it started this quickly, bro.
No, me neither, bro.
That was cool.
It just happens.
It did, right? It's gonna be like the
Did you record
podcast. It? Yeah, that was all recorded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, you want to try the headphones? Sometimes I haven't. Let's try with the headphones.
Sure.
Here.
Okay.
It does feel different. I did it like back in the day, and it's kind of cool. Like you can actually like hear yourself.
Really?
We'll try for a little bit, and if we don't like it, we take them off.
Let's see.
Can you check your mic?
Mic check. Yep. There it is.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I don't know if I like this. No, huh?
Yeah, we could try it out.
Okay, let's try it. No, it feels too official, bro.
It does.
Let's not do it. Nah, I don't like it. Whoa, we're trying things out, man.
I mean, I just kind of hear myself, kind of echoing in the back.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool before. I feel like this mic is on and this mic is on, but I don't really know which one's which. But it's all good. Whatever.
It's up to you, bro. I'll throw them on if I have to.
I mean, I don't want to use it right now. Maybe next time. Yeah, I think if they were a little bit louder and I didn't hear the echo, like it wouldn't bother me. I'm sure there's like a way to like put up the volume. I just don't know how to do it.
Oh, okay. Dude, when did you and I do our first deal? How long ago was that?
It was, dude, it was a long time ago.
It was Ingraham property.
It was Ingraham property. I think that's the only deal we ever did together.
Yeah.
And that was my second flip, believe it or not.
That's wild. Dude, you've come a long way, man.
Yeah, dude.
You've come a long way. I remember I met you at that one. You had an event at your office. What was the other brokerage you used to be in? Desert.
Oh, yeah,
something, I
Desert
feel
Vision Realty. Yeah,
There you
with
go.
Benjamin.
Yep. There you go.
Oh dang.
Damn, that was a while back, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I used
3.5 years ago, I feel like.
I used to host meetups before I had any flips. I like, I listened to like Bigger Pockets, and Brandon Turner was like, just host meetups. Like, it doesn't matter if you've done a flip or not. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, no one cares.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, whatever. Like, I'm just gonna host meetups. Then I started doing it.
Yeah, man. I remember going to that one, man.
Yeah.
I remember going to that one.
Yeah.
And I remember, I mean, you probably know the agent, but, you know, I know him too. But I remember him calling me, and he says, hey, man, you sure you guys still want this deal? Like, absolutely.
Which one?
Hey, we're not backing out.
The Ingraham?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know, because, you know, I started getting messages from him saying that, hey, you know, ARV is only like $200K. Like, no, it's not.
Yeah. No, dude, that deal crushed, bro. That was a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the day, like back in those days, dude, I was fixing those flips myself, man, with my own two hands, with my two parents. Oh yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Believe it or not. And I did that for a while. I did that for like a year and a half, man. And it was, dude, the profits were bigger. I think on that one, I think we made like $50,000 just because we saved like a ton on labor.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it was like a 10% margin, maybe like 12. So it was like 30K. And then I listed it myself. And then I also did the work. So I like bumped it up like like another 20K. Yeah. And we did making like 55 on it just because I did all that. But dude, it's way too much work.
Oh, I bet, dude. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that just sounds like a workload, bro.
You never done that?
No.
No?
No.
You never fixed a flip at all?
No.
Not painted a wall?
Never. No, bro.
Damn, dude.
See, I'm not.
Your Mexican side didn't come out?
Nah.
No.
At all, man.
No.
You know, my girl's like, you're the laziest Mexican that I know.
Oh,
like,
really?
She's like, are you even like Mexican? Like, when there's a leak at my house, you know, I'm just like, that's gonna take me an hour, 2 hours to fix. Mm-hmm. I'd rather just pay someone to do it.
Paying what, like $100?
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. Well, you know, because you could get so much done in an hour or two, man. You know.
That's true. I mean, for me, like, dang, dude, I would probably fix the leak myself.
Yeah.
Just because I want to look like a man in front of my girl. Kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I hear you, bro.
No, I mean that's why I would do it.
Yeah, no. I totally get it.
You get points, bro. You get points.
That's true. Yeah, that's true, man.
I mean, but when it comes to like, if it's just me and like she's not really gonna notice, I'm just gonna hire somebody out too.
Yeah.
But it's definitely worth it.
Oh man. Well, yeah, man. I mean, if it's an easy fix, then why not, right? But me, man, I'll go under a sink, bro. I'll try to make the repair, and it's just gushing out more water, man.
It's like
I'm just not good
right?
at that, bro. Nah, I'd rather not.
Dang, dude. Well, let me see. What about like? Tell me about like you're crushing it now. You're like killing it. You're on the top realtor boards. Mm-hmm. You got the team. You're flipping. You're gonna do off market. Mm-hmm. Dude, what's next, man? What's next?
Man, honestly, I'm gonna focus on just working on everything that I have going right now, and just delegation, making it run on autopilot, and then from there, man, just move on. I do have a client. Just met him. He buys up a lot of commercial property in Vegas.
Okay.
A ton.
Wow.
And he's got a ton of commercial property in Cali, you know. And he called me the other day when he was on his way back from Monaco, and he's like, "Angel, I need you to learn commercial, like ASAP." Damn. He's like, because he's like, I see some deals that I want to buy out here, but I want you to represent me.
Yeah.
And you know, I want to work with you on these deals. He's like, so, you know, try to jump on it and let me know where you're at. And, you know, hopefully we can do our first commercial deal by the end of this year.
Wow.
You know, at first it's crazy because he came up on one of my Google ads, you know, and I didn't think nothing of it. You know, but this guy, he bought a condo for one of his employees and he rented it out. So he buys condos or homes for some of his employees and he'll rent it out to them. Okay. You know, so I don't know. He's a big money guy, man. That's all I can really say. You know, and so my goal is delegate my retail calls because that's very time consuming. I've got a guy right now. Shout out to my boy Theo. He helps me with project management. He goes to the flips and he manages it for me, and he places all the orders. He manages the contractors. He makes sure that everything's good. You know, so I only go to the property maybe once or twice a week. You know, so that part's kind of semi taken care of. You know, and I got to work on the retail, man. That's the hardest part right now, and I think I honestly need some more manpower on my team and people who are good on calls, people who can establish relationships and rapport over the phone. And I mean, I think after that, man, it's just managing after that. And then I can move on to that next step. But I think I want to try that out, man. You know, but still focus on flips, but also see what I could do in the commercial space for that guy.
I got like 2 questions for you.
What's up, bro?
So, number 1 is I'm gonna say this one first because I'm gonna forget it. Like, you said you're looking for a team.
Yes.
Like this might make it onto the IG reels or whatever.
Yep.
So looking for a team player, like what does that person look like, and like what are attributes that you would look for in a person that you're hiring to be on your team?
Well, number 1, they have to be obviously hungry, motivated, right? And it's kind of in the middle, bro, because I would like to find someone who's brand new so I can mold them, you know, to the way that I want them to perform and establish habits that I want them to have. Because when you bring someone in that's already experienced, they've got their habits. Right. And you can't undo those. Right. You know, you can undo them when you're not there, but, you know, then, you know, it kind of works hand in hand. I would like someone who's probably in the game for about a year, kind of understands the business already, maybe has done 1 or 2 deals and looking for a bigger pipeline. You know, someone who is, it's just somewhat experienced. You know, you don't have to be a killer already, you know, doing 10 deals, 12 deals on your own, you know, a year, but, you know, having knowledge of the current business, being motivated, good on the phones, man. You gotta have you know what it is too, man. It's that voice over the phone that some people just like,
right?
And people like you just lure their attention, man. It's that voice, man. Yeah. You know, they gotta have that voice, and they just have to know how to establish rapport. You know, the hardest thing, bro, to be honest, is establishing rapport with someone over the phone. Because the second you make that call and you tell them that you're a realtor, I mean, there's a 75% chance you're going to get hung up on. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you know, someone who can face that on a daily basis too, man, because that can be very unmotivating. You know? Just someone who's got the energy, bro. Someone that wants to excel, and someone who, you know, I want to take someone under my wing and show them the ropes, and, you know, we'll let it go from there.
No, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, not everyone wants a newer person. So like that's something that I didn't know. I think I want someone more seasoned, more experienced. But if you're looking to mold someone,
that's the easy route. You know, that's the easy route. But you know, someone who's already seasoned and someone who already has something going on for them. I mean, unless I'm providing a whole bunch of leads to them that are already pre-approved and everything, I mean, they'll stick around. But problem is that I just get calls in, and you have to nurture these leads. I mean, your follow-up has to be on point, bro. Yeah. You know, you have to be organized on it with the CRM. You know, if you're not, leads are gonna fall through the cracks. You know, so someone who wants to put in the work, man. And I feel someone who is new in the business and they see, and not necessarily, like I said, not fresh off the, you know, Key Realty or anything like that. You know, I'll consider them depending on their character, their personality, and all that. You know,
it's better if they prove that first year. That says a lot about them.
Exactly, and
first year's a killer.
Exactly, man. Yeah. And you know, teaming up with me, it will be kind of like, it'll just be just more support for their career, you know, and they help me out in return. You know what I mean? So I'd honestly consider anyone, but you know, obviously it's their character has a lot to do with who I decide I'm going to go with, for sure.
Nice, bro. That's a good answer. And my next question was going to be like, I've seen you like go pretty far. Like even when I got in, you were already like doing a lot of stuff. Like, did you ever have a mentor or like a coaching program that you would say like, oh, I learned from this, or like YouTube or a book? Like, what would you point like kind of like you're learning to? Maybe just connections.
So podcasts, obviously, but there's this one guy, man. You know, it's crazy because I met him through Craigslist. This was when me and Jacob started, you know, working together, and he already had his list of buyers. I had my list of buyers, but you know, my buyers just weren't kind of really getting me nowhere. So, you know, I just said, oh, you know what, you know, let me give this a shot. Let me put up a post on Craigslist and say, hey, you know, I've got a fixer upper. You know, call me. You know, schedule a time to see it. Get this guy that calls me, man, and you know, he's like, hey, man, you know, I'd like to take a look at the property. Cool. You know, our first property we want to go see was in McNeil Estates. Still gonna go see it, man. Bro, when I first saw him, and it's true when they say don't judge a book by its cover, bro. Because when I first saw this man, I was like, okay, he's not buying it, you know. And he didn't take that property, but the next one, the next 3 or 4 that I had, took him down cash. Oh wow. You know, and you know, I got one for him that was off market. You know, it was like we got it at like 150, sold it at 130. You know, he was satisfied with working with me. So, you know, eventually he's like, hey man, so I mean, I don't know where your head is at, but if you want to learn how to do this, let me know. Start showing up at the properties with me, and I'll walk you through from A to Z on how I remodel these homes. It's going to take a lot of your time, but I'm willing to teach it to you for free since you're finding me these deals. You know, so that's kind of how it went on for about a year, year and a half. Then he was a private equity partner, you know, and, you know, he kind of decided that, hey, man, you know what, I kind of want to step away for a little bit. You know how to do it, you know, so find the deal and, you know, obviously I'll sponsor you. And that's how that kind of hit off, you know. So from point A to point Z, I mean, he taught me everything, you know, everything that I know about the construction of a home. There's still a lot that I need to learn, man, to be honest with you. But I never had a retail real estate coach like that. I just kind of learned that. I threw myself in the fire, man. I kind of learned it, you know, had some nuggets, you know, from brokers, you know, my ex-broker, you know, Craig Tan, you know, these guys, I mean, you know, Craig Tan, you know, he's a beast, bro. And, you know, picked up some golden nuggets from him. And yeah, man, I mean, but on that side of things, on the investor side of things, you know, that particular guy, you know, his name's Joel, by the way. You know, he put me on. Jacob put me on to, you know, finding deals, you know, and that's kind of interesting. That's where it went, bro.
So you're like a relationships guy.
Very, very big on relationships, man.
Interesting.
Huge. I think that goes a long way, man.
Interesting.
Big time.
Yeah, I think like right now, like it's pretty like common for people to get a coach.
Yep.
To join a program,
yep.
And to see you like not really do that and still find success, like that's pretty. It's different.
I've been thinking about that, bro. To be honest with you, but you know, I've had some talks with some guys out here that are doing better than I am, you know, and those are the guys that I really like to pick their brains. It's like, okay, who's selling more homes than I am? Okay, I'll contact them. I mean, even if it's for 5 minutes, man, you know, I'll ask them a quick 3 questions, write them down, and just go on with my day. Right. You know, or I'll take them out to lunch. You know, there's a couple agents that I've taken out to lunch just to pick their brain. And, you know, thank you, you know, in advance to them because the only thing that I could provide to them was the lunch. And if they ever wanted to find some kind of deal and get into flipping houses or whatever, then I can help them get started with that. But they put me on to being the agent, So yeah.
That's cool. What about like so you said you were thinking about coaching programs, like which ones were you like kind of considering?
Well, so a lot of the agents at H&E, they, this might be an assumption. I don't know 100%, but I know some of the guys I'm super cool with at the brokerage, they get coaching through the Mike Ferry program.
I've heard a lot of good things about that.
Yep. I see it all over IG. It's big, and from their feedback, they're saying that, hey, yeah, it's kind of like an accountability thing. They kind of guide you, kind of tell you, hey, next steps and all that. So I was thinking about doing that, for the sake of, finding more deals.
How much is that?
Man, I want to say
like 20 grand.
No, I'd say you pay monthly, man, like $1,000 a month.
Okay.
But I feel like there are tiers to the coaching as well.
I see.
One might be 1,000, one might be, I don't know, 1,500, 2,000. I don't know. I was thinking about it, but I never actually looked into it. I think with the way things are going right now is keep the traditional way it is, just find a way to delegate it and stick to, buying properties.
Right.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, sir.
Well, for me, I mean, I feel like you take advice really well. Like you said, you reach out, you ask people, and like you listen.
Yes.
I'm not like that. No. I
do
got
you mean,
like,
bro?
like imagine if I had a football helmet and I just fucking put it on. Like I got a thick skull like that. And like you can tell me like 10 times and I'll still be like, okay, and I just won't do it.
Well, see, because you already know a lot of it,
Even
and
in
you're
the beginning,
probably
bro, like people are like, don't fix the houses yourself. I was like, okay.
Okay. So see that part. I mean, if you have the time and you're willing to do it, man. I mean, hey, kudos to you. But man, bro,
I shouldn't have done it. I just saying.
that is that's a boatload of work, bro.
But like people, even for like the longest time, they're like, oh man, you should wholesale. I'm like, nah, flip only. Like, hey, you should do this, you should do that. And I'm like, nah. You should novation, you should sub to. I'm like, nah. And I'm just like that, man. I don't know why.
But you know what? You're focused on one thing, man, and that's key. That's key, bro. Honestly, I mean, who knows? You keep doing this for another X amount, couple of years, you'll be doing 100 a year, bro. Because that's what you're focusing on.
We'll see.
And
I was gonna tell you, like, for me, like coaching has been like pretty huge because like I got that thick skull and I just gotta hear it like 10, 20, 15, 30 times for it to like go all the way through. And so for me, coaching has been good because I just have to like, they just gotta like, over and over, like repeatedly just tell me over and over again. So I highly recommend coaching. But I do think that it depends on like where like your business is at.
correct.
I think that like there's beginner coaches, there's like middle level coaches, and there's like high level coaches. And you have to be in a room where people are at least at your level.
For sure.
Because if you're in a coaching program and like you're like the top tier dude, like you're literally like not gonna get anything from it.
For sure.
Like
I agree 100%.
Yeah. Like I've been telling everybody, but I just joined a Collective Genius.
I saw
like
that.
CG. Oh, bro.
Yeah, tell me about that, man. What's up with that?
It's amazing, dude.
Yeah, okay.
It's amazing. I've been in it almost a month, and man, just there's like weekly calls. There's several weekly calls you can hop on, like if you're available, and just like the level of conversations, bro. It's like imagine me and you, like times like 50 other people.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're all just having like super like high level conversations, and like no one's asking rookie questions at all. Like no one's saying like, oh, what's marketing or how do I use Podio, or like just like stuff like that. Like what's PPC, or what works better, cold calling or text messaging. Like those questions are not being asked.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like today, the Tuesday call, like it was like, okay, like open discussion. Like, whatever you guys want to talk about. So people are like, oh, this is my problem. And like the coaches were not even talking, dude. Everybody was just like, boom, 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 boom. Like pretty much like everyone has already been through like pretty much it, you know?
Yeah.
And people are just chiming in, like giving you like 2, 3, 4 pieces of advice that are like super applicable.
Okay.
And it's just like a higher level like conversation. Like I think I was talking to my team, and I felt like you know Ryan Pineda, right?
Yeah.
I felt like it was like I was sitting in a room with like 30 Ryan Pinedas.
Damn.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa, this is cool. Like I love Ryan. I love sitting in a room with him and like listening to him.
Yeah.
But just like having like different people that are super like skilled, but like different backgrounds. Like one's a girl, one's a guy, one's 60, one's 30. You know, and just like you know, you connect with different people.
Yeah.
So like, I think there's a better chance of me connecting with someone that I vibe with.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can always find that.
Well, I mean that's good because everyone's been through their own experience.
Yeah.
You know, so you can totally learn from that. So how do you get into that or what? What's
so to get into it, I don't know if I'm gonna start real quick. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. It's just all I'm gonna start recording again. But it's all about basically like just who you surround yourself with, and to me it was like.
Yeah, that sounds like the group that you need to surround yourself with for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's great, man. That's awesome.
Let me look at these questions. I think I already asked you most of these, I think, without even thinking about it. I think I probably have two more.
Okay.
We'll wrap it up.
Hit me.
Okay.
Hit me.
Let me see. So this is for the newbies. Because I feel like a lot of newbies watch me. So, would you recommend someone to get started in real estate as an agent first, or as an investor first / wholesaler first?
Ooh, that's tough. Well, I'll tell you how I started. I started, trying out the wholesaling, and that is a tough one, bro. Because the right way to do it, honestly speaking, would probably be an agent first, because you know how to have the conversations with, the direct to sellers. I feel the way that I did it, and I fumbled a lot, was I started trying to be a wholesaler first, driving for dollars, knocking on doors, and I would make this spreadsheet of these clients, and that would be like my CRM back in the day. I mean, we're talking 2016, 2017. Mm-hmm. And I probably got like two deals. And when I tried to wholesale it, man, I mean, it was just, I got tore up, bro. Damn. A deal that I know now, when I look back at the numbers, I'm like, I could have made a $60K assignment on it.
Dang.
Only made like 8,000.
Right.
So, the guy I sold it to, I mean, he freaking made a fortune, bro.
I bet.
But realistically speaking, man, I would say be an agent first, learn how to have the conversations. Yeah. Understand the industry, look at, learn how to run comps, because let's be honest, man, I do it sometimes too. You see a lot of people do it sometimes too, but when you get word from a wholesaler and they tell you, hey, ARV is this, and you're like, wait, I don't see it. That's like totally kills your credibility. Quick. Because, I know I've sent deals before where they're like, wait, I don't see it, bro. So I'd have to jump on a call and explain, but you won't be able to do that if you're just a wholesaler. You don't have practice running comparables. You don't know the market. You don't know the neighborhoods. You don't know, what something is going to cost, right, to fix or remodel. So realistically speaking, man, I think the right way to do it, get your license, and learn the game, and, put yourself out there, meet some investors, and just study the market, man. There's a lot of guys out there, they study the market, and, they'll find a deal that's sitting on the market for 80, 120 days that no one else caught. Mm-hmm. But because they were studying the market on a daily basis, they found it, they ran comps on it, they waited the perfect time, and voila, bam. You know, they got the house in contract.
Happens all the time.
Happens, dude. Most of the deals I find, they're not the ones that just hit the market. Those are tough, bro. I mean, some people out there are submitting offers to lose money, you know, and I'm just like, wow, like how did this get so high, you know? The deals that I typically find, they've been on the market for a while. I just, you know, throw an offer out there, and you know, if it's negotiable, you know, we make the deal happen. But yeah, some other people will say, you know, wholesaling is the right way because you shouldn't have your license if you're going to wholesale. So it really depends, you know. But I think is get your license, learn the market, learn the lingo, learn comparables, ARVs, all that good stuff, man.
It's a tough question, bro.
It is a very tough question.
But I like your answer. And then last one. Last question is going to be, what are you most passionate about in real estate?
Well, it's a couple of things. I've always been a helper. I've always liked helping people. You know, whether it's helping people get into a home, helping people make money and see their business grow. You know, I always get a high off of that. You know, when I know that I have a client that's super motivated, they want to buy their dream house, and I'm able to lock that in, bro, I get the most extreme high that you can possibly think of doing that. Or when I sell a deal to an investor and I see the numbers at the end, whether I relist it or whether I don't, you know, and I see what they sell it for and I know they made a killing on it, you know, that makes me happy, bro. That gives me a high too. You know, sometimes I'll call them, hey, dude, you freaking killed it. You know, another thing too, man, and this is probably, you know, something that you feel as well, is seeing the transformation of a house. You know, a lot of people don't realize it, but what we do is we clean up neighborhoods, bro.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? And people see us as, hey, you know, you're just here to make money. No, we clean up neighborhoods. We make your property values go up. That house that at one point there was 10 squatters in there, tearing the place up.
Right.
You know, making everyone afraid to come into your neighborhood, and we kicked them out and we remodeled it and we sold it to a family. We helped your neighborhood. We're cleaning up the neighborhood. And I think that is an amazing transformation. And again, that's a help to the community. You know what I mean? So I'd say those three things, bro, is what I'm passionate about.
Nice, bro.
Yep.
Well, that's going to be it, brother.
Yep.
Let me see. So let me do an intro real quick. So you guys are about to watch an interview with my buddy Angel here, and he's a seasoned investor, wholesaler, flipper, and he's going to drop some nuggets today, and you guys are going to get some really good information. I think I already said that, but you can get it 2 times. So. Nice, dude.